Next item is communications from the mayor. I have been in contact with the hospital, and I have got a lease agreement sent to us, and I have forwarded it on to our attorney that we have hired. She's gonna look at it and see what, she thinks about it, and she'll get back with us just as soon as she gets everything, looked at and worked out on it. And that's the only update that I have. Any reports, from the committee or any council members? Oh, yeah, and also the electric system did put the pole in down there. Do we want to purchase some more lights for because one strand was cut and we can't use them.
We had an extra set that was down at the garage that we didn't use.
They got them
Right.
put them up, the two tore, they wouldn't burn.
Okay, so we would have to, how many do we need?
2 or 3, I guess.
Okay. I just wanted to give you an update. I just found that out today. No comments or anything from any of the council members? All right, we'll move on to claims against the city.
Make a motion to pay the bill.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Marcia, will you call the roll?
Atkins,
Yes.
Barton,
Yes.
Bowen,
Yes.
Creekmore,
Yes.
Davenport,
Yes.
Minton.
Yes.
Thank you, motion carried.
All right, our next item is the approval of payroll.
I'll make a motion to pay payroll.
Second motion.
Any discussion? Marcia, will you call the roll?
Atkins,
Yes.
Barton,
Yes.
Bowen,
Yes.
Creekmore,
Yes.
Davenport,
Yes.
Minton.
Yes.
Thank you, motion carried.
Okay, we have no old business, so we'll move on to our new business. The first new business is the settlement between Ned Smitty and the city of Jellico. That is referring to the property that Ned Smitty owns, that he sold to Jared Potter. A lot of the properties that is here in the city have like a little, like an imaginary road that goes through some of them, and some people will come to the planning committee to get that, added to their property, so the city will then be able to get taxes on it. So little did I know, when Ned brought this to me, to fix this, which was originally done in 2013. I signed off on it, but when I signed off on it, it was 2 days after he had sold the property to Jared Potter. So Jared has tried to get the property back, I've tried to get the property back, Elizabeth has talked to Ned, and the last conversation that Elizabeth and Ned had was that Ned was willing to give it back, as long as he could get his $400 back, and I imagine that's for his survey. So Jared has agreed to give the $400 back. The only reason it is on the agenda is for the council to vote on it in case he changes his mind, like he has in the past for like the 6th or 7th time. So that the city can proceed on to court with him, so he would have to pay court costs, and I don't think he would want to do that. Because it's gonna cost him more than the $400 he was already out, which he's gonna get back. But, I mean, I've done it for him just like I would any other citizen. I actually done that side of the property that it connects to Jared's with Wanda Perkins and gave it to her. And so, that was the situation we were in, and so that's why I'm asking the council to vote on it, that if he doesn't do what he says he's gonna do, the city will go ahead and take legal action.
And for the board, when Sandy signed the deed, Jared's deed had not yet been recorded, so there would have been no way for Sandy to have known other than Mr. Smitty saying, I've already sold this property, which
He did not
He
tell
did
me
not.
he sold it.
he did not do.
So I would just like to ask the board if they would make a motion to approve if he doesn't, hold up his end of the bargain with it, that the city would proceed on and take him to court, and he would have to pay the court cost.
I think that was fine, would be to pursue litigation in the event Mr. Smitty does not transfer the property back to the city.
Okay. I'll make a motion that we proceed legally if Mr. Smitty doesn't follow through with selling the property to Terry Fox.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Marcia, will you call the roll?
Atkins.
Yes.
Barton.
Yes.
Boland.
Yes.
Creekmore.
Yes.
Davenport.
Yes.
Minton.
Yes.
Thank you, motion carried.
Our next item is for purchase for the fire truck. It's a quantity of 2 rear backup cameras, truck 5, and current fire engine. And you have, I guess, some quotes here for those. This is actually the first time I've taken a look at them.
Quick question, Keith, is that something you can install yourself? Or you-
I talked to Joe Hobson about it, he said it's pretty simple,
Okay.
right, you know, and, I mean, that'll help you if, like, backing up in tight places, and you might look, it might actually be able to get some sort of rebate through your insurance company to have for safety and stuff like that, so.
Good deal.
Is this a particular one that you guys are wanting?
I think it's something that Joe and them had used in the past, and they had good luck out of it, so, you know, it's, I think it's something the county used on several of their stuff, so.
So it's just for 2 cameras.
Yeah,
So I guess we can make a motion, not to exceed maybe $400. That way we're sure we get the one that they're requesting, because I see a total
Yeah.
of several different ones on here.
Okay, I make a motion to purchase the rear backup cameras for the fire department, not to exceed $400.
second.
Any discussion? Marcia, will you call the roll?
Atkins.
Yes.
Barton.
Yes.
Boland.
Yes.
Creekmore.
Yes.
Davenport.
Yes.
Minton.
Yes.
Thank you, motion carried.
Our next item is for purchase for the police department, a quantity of 2 digital DSLR cameras.
Which one do they want?
That's why it's hard to say, I was wondering if they circle, you don't, do you know which one they want to get?
I talked to Joe, but I'm not exactly the particular
I
model.
think it's the very first one here, the one for $449.
2 of them?
You know, I make a motion, we purchase 2 digital cameras not to exceed $1,000
Yeah.
for a total of 2.
I thought the reason that we bought the cell phones so they would all have access.
This is for different use.
Cameras.
This is for different use. It's for evidence use. Like when they bring stuff in, they'll actually have it on that camera. And they don't like take their cell phone if they have to go to court. They'll have it on that camera and they can take and put it, download it onto the computer and print a copy of it.
I don't think that's what they were doing with the extra cell phones, that they weren't their personal cell phones, they were the police cell phones.
And that's what he had said to me, so.
So that they wouldn't have evidence on their personal phones.
Right.
Yeah, okay.
I thought that's what that was
said something, evidence room or
He
something.
wanted it for the evidence room, is what he wanted it for.
What is it, lady?
You know, if we get sued,
Marcia, will you call the roll?
Atkins, Martin,
No.
Bowman,
yes.
Creekmore,
Yes.
Davenport,
Yes.
Minton.
Yes.
Thank you, motion carried.
Our next item is for purchase equipment for the police department. Mayor and council, I am writing you to request the following items to be purchased from the drug fund. I'm also requesting $5,000 to be transferred to confidential fund to conduct counter-drug operation within the city and surrounding areas as deemed necessary to protect the citizens of Jellico and their interest.
Okay, is the 5,000 in adjacent with the purchase on the second page? Is that in the $5,000?
That's additional.
That's additional.
Yeah.
So are they asking for it all taken out of the drug fund? that's
The
already
drug
in?
fund, yeah, and that's what the money is set aside for, used for any type of, drug activity.
Is that, Gary, is that amount enough?
Yeah, it is for right now, with the 5,000 right there, that would be beneficial for us to get on one button, working, and buying those or whatever. That'd be helpful right now, good start.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
I make a motion to transfer the $5,000, and to purchase, equipment for $2,890.
Second.
And you've got a motion in 2 seconds. After we call it up.
Atkins,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Bowman,
Yes.
Creekmore,
Yes.
Davenport,
Yes.
Minton.
Yes.
Thank you, motion carried.
And the next, sheet is not an item on the agenda, but the next sheet that you have here is an actual budget report that Dennis has, made for each council member. You can look at it at your convenience. Our next item is to appoint Heather Killian to the Jellico Utilities Authority Board to finish out the 1-year term. That would be to replace, Jerry Neal.
Who is Heather? Killian?
That is Dr. Killian's wife that works at Indian Mountain Clinic. And she also works for Indian Mountain Clinic. She writes a lot of grants for Indian Mountain Clinic.
So how many people are currently on the board?
Let's see, there's,
Four,
Four.
including,
yeah,
5 is all that's required.
Oh, okay. Me and Joe was thinking
And
we never number for some reason.
Sandy will be stepping down.
yeah, I'll be stepping down.
And one position is for Sandy and one is for Joe, for
Gotcha.
jury.
So there'll be 5, yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I'll be stepping down at the end
Yeah,
of the month.
I know I heard one way or the other, I can't remember.
I make a motion to appoint Heather Killian to the Jellico Utilities Authority Board.
I'll second.
Any discussion? Marshall, will you call the roll?
Atkins,
Yes.
Martin,
Yes.
Bowman,
Yes.
Creekmore,
Yes.
Davenport,
Yes.
Minton.
Yes.
Thank you, motion carried.
Our next item is to appoint Mark Davenport to the Jellico Utilities Authority Board to finish out the 5-year term that I will be stepping down from.
I'll make a motion, we appoint Mark Davenport to the utility board.
Second.
Any discussion? Marcia, will you call the roll?
Atkins,
Yes.
Barton,
Yes.
Bowen, Creekmore,
Yes.
Davenport,
I'm abstaining from this vote.
and Benton.
Yes.
Thank you, motion carried.
Our next item is for the fire marshal grant. Cornbread will have to tell you about that.
It's the same grant we applied for last year that we got for some equipment for the fire department. And, he's gonna get me a list of the stuff that he'd like to try to get. No guarantee, of course, that we'll get it, but if you don't apply for it, you certainly ain't gonna get it.
And you know, I don't think the city will be out any money out of it.
No, it's a non-matching grant.
Right.
We'll shoot for the moon and take whatever they.
Do you
Yeah.
know how much it's for, by chance?
No, it's,
How much do we get
we
last
got
year?
57.8 last year,
Yeah.
and we applied for over 300,000. So, but, there's no, it's just whatever they want to approve for you to get.
I'll make a motion, we apply for the fire marshal grant.
I second it.
Motion to call the roll. Atkins,
Yes.
Barton,
Yes.
Bowen,
Yes.
Creekmore,
Yes.
Davenport,
Yes.
Benton.
Yes.
Thank you, motion carried.
Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.